I'm your host, Davida Shinsky, and you're listening to Dreams, or rather, Live Without Limits. Dreams come true with the right mindset. And today's presentation is titled, Can Improving Your Body Language Reading Skills Help Lower Your Social Anxiety Stress? When you have a social phobia, social events are probably not exactly your go to for relaxation and leisure. In fact, you're likely rather to just avoid them altogether, which is totally understandable. Yet, if there's anything the past 2 years of this pandemic has taught us, it's that socializing and connectivity are undeniably important for overall mental well being. At the same time, this pandemic has also made social anxiety that much more prominent in our society. It's kind of like a double edged sword. But what if you could challenge your anxious thoughts and feelings by expanding your knowledge about others? What if learning about the basics of body language can help you to overcome some of your fears and potentially truly enjoy those social interactions? In this presentation, we're going to uncover whether or not you can lower your social anxiety stress by improving your body language reading skills. Is this a worthwhile endeavor? Let's find out. Okay? Overcoming social anxiety and shyness. The truth is that everyone, and yes, even the ultra confident person that's always chit chatting, gets embarrassed or feeling foolish in front of others. This is only natural. Yet, WebMD states that social phobias usually tend to arise due to genetics or an overactive uh, amygdala, amygdala, the fear center of the brain. Okay, let's say that again. The amygdala is the fear center of the brain, but this doesn't mean that you can't overcome it. The cool thing about your brain is that you can 100% override certain neural pathways and programming. Usually, it just takes some practice. And here's the other thing, genetics aren't the end all and be all. Remember the old nature versus nurture debate from your eighth grade science class. Well, your environment and what you do can also override your genetics. So now that we've determined that social phobia isn't a life sentence, phew, phew, let's get down to some practical information about how you take steps to overcome it. Can learning communication skills help? Do communication skills help with social anxiety? According to anxiety experts, individuals with social anxiety often tend to struggle with starting conversations, as well as, to put it bluntly, getting out of their own head, aka not thinking about what others might be thinking about you. However, learning communication skills can actually help increase your confidence, taking the fear out of socialization. In fact, a 2018 study found that students with strong communication skills had lower social anxiety. So, what communication skills should you learn if you're not up to conversing quite yet, you can focus on nonverbal communication to start. This involves focusing on your own body language and improving them. A few tips are here. Keep your head up and cross your arms. Avoid fidgeting. Make eye contact. Nod as you listen. Smile. Stand tall. Use a firm handshake. Walk with big strides and stand up tall. These can help you not only appear more confident, but feel more confident. In fact, research shows that good posture can work wonders when it comes to improving your confidence from the outside in. Literally. Next up, before having to say anything, it can give you a peace of mind to note that the body language of others and what it means. If someone is exhibiting the body language from the list above, you can rest assured that they are likely being open and honest with you. In cases where they are trying to be deceptive or something else, you might notice that they play with their hair, sit or stand with a stiff posture, avoid eye contact, or look down. These are common characteristics, but I can also tell you that when people exhibit those types of things, there's low self-esteem and they lack self-confidence. They feel inferior and they react in different ways. So at the same time, it's really important to note that these cues alone don't necessarily indicate deception. Someone can look down or twirl their hair because they are the ones that are nervous. It's crucial to take in someone's body language and words as a whole. For clarification, you can always ask questions as well as take notice of their tone of voice and the context of the situation. There are ways, a ton of unknowns in communication and interactions, and surprisingly, many of them have nothing at all to do with and everything to do with someone else's insecurities in life. What reduces social anxiety? Besides reading body language and improving your own communication skills, what else can you do to overcome your social phobias? Visit or talk with a therapist on a daily basis. They can provide you with techniques and different ways of thinking of things, such as CBT, to help you cope with and overcome this, which is now expose yourself to situations where that cause your social anxiety. This is similar to exposure therapy, where you confront your fears a little bit at a time to reduce the feeling around it. Challenge your negative thoughts. This means challenging those thoughts where you think everyone is judging you with something else. Could you actually just be self-conscious yourself? Or could they actually be self-conscious themselves? Or maybe they are eyeing your hairstyle because they like it. You never know. So use relaxation techniques. This may involve deep breathing before entering a gathering or practicing meditation so you can get a handle on your thoughts and your limit alcohol and drugs. These can alter your mental state, making it that much harder to get a grip on your social phobia. So, reading body language, start taking small steps. Tom Ford has famously said that the most important things in life are the connections that you make with others. Overcoming your social phobia can help you make these irreplaceable and vital connections. While it will take work, it will be some of the most rewarding steps that you can take in your life. So don't let fear hold you back. Some of the best things in life wait beyond it. Now, the last thing I'm going to say about this is that body language is an important part of communication, just like listening is, and just but like understanding your natural behavioral style, because how you talk to someone is determined by your inner feelings. And understanding that and making all of that work can help you to improve your ability to communicate effectively. Because body language, it's as much as anything when you're making eye contact with someone, then what's happening? You are showing them that you're really listening to them. And I can remember many, many, many years ago, back when I was still in college. And I was living with my mother. We had sold a house and we were living in an apartment complex. And I remember talking to a neighbor, and she mentioned to me that I was not making good eye contact. And it just kind of made me aware for the first time just how what I was feeling inside of me and just how it was coming across to someone else. So learning about yourself and learning about the way you communicate and how to adapt your communication skills can only help you to improve your skills.